Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're joining me for the first time, I'm Athena. Now on today's video, I'm going to be taking you along my myomectomy journey. Now I did surgery almost 2 weeks ago. I wanted to share this video earlier, but I was too sick. Like honestly, I was I was just out of it. I am feeling a little better now, well, a lot better, but I'm still not 100%. I don't even think I'm 80% as yet, but we'll see how things go. I'm just glad that I didn't have any major complications, and I'm improving every day, and yeah, that's all I'm glad for. So today I'm going to be telling you about my experience. I know a lot of females have uterine fibroids and they're considering to do surgery because you might be having complications. If you're not having complications, guys, the surgery is not worth it because fibroids are not cancer, that's for one, and sometimes you just be sitting there, like you can have fibroids and live, you'll be fine. So unless you're having symptoms, you don't really need to take out your fibroids because surgeries do have complications. Unfortunately for me, I was having symptoms, my fibroids were really huge, and I was advised not to get pregnant until I remove my fibroids. So here we go, let's jump into the story. I actually did my mammectomy at a public hospital in Jamaica. Yes, a lot of persons, I have good health insurance, so I could have gone private, but I actually chose to go public because of proximity to my house, and yeah, because it's close to my house and it's just Onifa alone, so I didn't want to be too far from the house. And I'm figuring that if I should go to a private hospital in Kingston, then you'll have the traffic when he's supposed to come look for me, and he's the only person with a baby. So I decided to go to a public hospital, and it's the same doctor who would have operated on me anyways. So yeah. Alright, so I went to the public hospital. I'm going to give you a little room tour and show you all. So, because I'm a doctor, this is not available all the time because you can understand. They probably have 2 private rooms at the hospital. Because I'm a doctor, I was actually in a private room and I actually had my own bathroom, which was good. But it wasn't without a little glitches because I never really understand that. My doctor actually had everything sorted out from a long time. I was told to go to the hospital between 4 to 6 p.m. so I could be admitted. But when I went at that time, my bloods were taken off from in the morning. But when I went in the afternoon or in the evening to be admitted, the nurses said that they're not the ones responsible for admitting me, which I found very strange. So they said that the person from another ward would have to come and admit me. And I was there fretting because I'm like, I'm still not admitted to the hospital. I'm just here chilling, relaxing, and nervous AF. Anyways, one of the doctors on the team that's supposed to operate on me, she was messaging me the night and she was like, and I was like, I'm concerned. I haven't spoken to the anest person as yet, the anesthesiologist. That's the person who would be, putting me to sleep or whatever they're doing for the surgery. And I'm not admitted. So she's like, I should go to the nurses and just remind them that I'm here and that they need to call somebody from the other ward to come and admit me. When I went to the nurse, she was like, by this time the shift would have changed, and she was like, what you mean? May come admit you? I can't believe you're not admitted yet. Like, she was shocked. I don't know what was the issue, but she was shocked. And then I was admitted. This was like 1 a.m. in the morning, guys, and I'm still not sleeping, and I still haven't seen anybody from Annex. But I never realized that it was the consultant who was going to do my surgery in terms of putting me to sleep or whatever. So she didn't talk to me until in the morning of my surgery. So it's when I went to the operating theater that she spoke to me. Originally, I was planning to do, I thought I was going to get general anesthesia. That's what I thought going in. But then when I was talking to her, she said there's the option of a spinal. So I took the spinal. Guys, it was crazy, but I'm going to be talking a little more about that experience in another video because I don't want this video to be too long. So I'm going to actually do a video comparing my C-section with my myomectomy, and then I'll go a little more detail in that. So I actually got a spinal, and for the first part of the surgery I was awake. So I remember them, like, you know, when they said that they cleaning and they cut the skin, cutting through my scar. But after that, I don't remember anything. I think I was talking to the annex doctor, and probably I was just chatting a little too much, so she just knocked me out. Guys, I'm nervous with that surgery, but I'm kind of glad because a C-section is less time, but this myomectomy business, it was way longer. So I'm glad that I was sedated. So I was breathing on my own and everything. I didn't have the tube down my throat, but I was asleep. That was the first thing. I was asleep. When I woke up now, I was back on the ward. Like, a lot of persons were around me trying to get me into the room that I was going to be by myself, and there was also a nurse who was assigned to me, and that I found I was shocked. I didn't know that I was going to get a private nurse. But yeah, guys, I had a private nurse. I think that was really nice. Like, you know, I was there and there's somebody actually in the room taking care of me. So yes, after the surgery, I kind of did a little peep and I read my op notes. Patients are not supposed to read their op notes, but I did. And I realized that I had a bit of adhesion. That's like when you have scar tissue between the belly and the inner belly. So like the scar tissue. So I realized that I had a lot of adhesions, and normally post-op, like the next day, you'll be able to eat and whatever because you'd have passed gas, like farted. But for me, that was not the case. I was in a lot of pain on day one post my operation. I was in so much pain. On the day of the operation, I was mainly sleeping, so I wasn't really aware of anything. I was just sleeping because of the pain meds. But on day one now, I never passed any gas. So when the doctor came to see me, he asked me about it, and I think he listened to my belly and he didn't really hear much. And he told me that I should hold off on drinking for a little while until I pass gas. But up to down in the evening, like night, I still did not pass any gas, which was weird. But I figured probably they would have to handle my bowel a little, so it took a while for me to come back. But then the nurse called him and he said that I should drink some clear fluid. So I drank the clear fluid, still nothing. But then in the morning, no, that's day 2, that's a Saturday. I did surgery on the Thursday, so the Saturday I passed gas. By this time, on day 1, I was going to the bathroom. It was very painful. Like, moving was very painful. When I say painful, I mean painful. And there are persons who come in and out and try to call to me. I'm so sorry, guys. I appreciate it. I remember when persons come in my room and would try to talk to me, but I was just really out of it. The pain meds had me dead. And you know, like, I couldn't bathe myself on day 1, so the nurse had to tidy me and everything. But then in the evening now, I was determined that I didn't want to be too in the bed, so I got up and I walked a little. But even at one point, I felt a little bit dizzy, so I just sat down and just took my little time and get myself around. My urinary catheter, which is the pee-pee bag, was taken out and on day 1, so I never have that in. I still had the IV access and I was still getting fluids in the IV access because I wasn't drinking as yet. And I was getting my antibiotics through that as well. Now, day 2, I decided that I didn't want the petidine, that's one of the pain medication, because it was making me really drowsy and really weak. So I opted not to get that. So the only thing that I got was Voltaren and the injection in my bottom. And also, I was just tired of the injections. It was so painful, guys. It was so painful. The injections in your bottom, it was really painful. So I opted not to get it. I was still getting the blood thinner, and guys, let me just say this, that blood thinner, I remember it from I was pregnant because I got it twice. I got it when I was admitted first, and then when I did my C-section, and I'm telling you, that shit burns. It burns when it's going in your skin. It's like your skin is on fire. So that was that, and you know, I was getting all of that. I really wanted to go home on the Saturday, so I drank the Friday night, and in the morning I passed gas. Still no stool, that's doo-doo. But I passed gas and that was okay. I passed gas because I know I was drinking clear fluids already. I actually had some soup that Onif had brought for me, so I drank the soup and I kept it down. So when the doctor came on Saturday, I really wanted to go home and she was feeling my belly. I had a little pain in my belly and it was kind of tender, but guys, I just bear it because I never go put look like me in a whip of pain or look like I can't come here because I didn't want to go home. And she told me that I should just eat something, and once I eat something solid, then I can go home. So I had that. I was waiting on my medications and I went home. Onif came and picked me up and I went home. I was very excited, guys. Zenaya was so excited to see me. She was so happy. Like, she was like, where have you been? But of course, you know, she wanted to jump on me and that couldn't happen. So it was kind of a little weird for her. So now I'm home and Saturday I'm in pain, but it's not that bad. I can bear it. And I'm eating, right? But then I noticed that the next day, now Sunday, I had breakfast, I had my Sunday dinner, which is like 2 o'clock. And this is when everything just started to go downhill for me. I had my breakfast and I had my Sunday dinner about 2 o'clock, and I noticed that after that my appetite just went. Like, I had no appetite, and yes, I was forcing myself, and I was in a lot of pain, guys, and I started to have severe back pain. I mean that back pain that was preventing me from sleeping in the night. Not no ordinary back pain, like every second I'm waking up because of this back pain from the moment that I got home. So I was concerned about it, and also after my surgery I was spotting, but then I noticed that my bleeding increased when I got home. So when I was leaving the hospital, I told the doctor that it's just a little spot on the pad, but then when I got home my bleeding started to increase. So the Sunday my appetite was going, I was in a lot of pain, and it was just frustrating. And I said I was going to call the doctor the Monday if nothing changed. Monday morning I got up, I said, okay, I'm going to call him at about 12 o'clock because I know that they have clinic in the morning. So I'm going to give him a little bit of time to get through the clinic, and then I call. Guys, remember I'm telling you my appetite did go away, so I never did really feel for food much. So I drank a little tea and whatever, and I went ahead and took my medications. Don't know why I do that, but guys, when I tell you I have zero appetite, I mean I had zero appetite. I couldn't eat anything. Somebody have like one little 2 crackers and a cup of tea and took my medications. By 10 o'clock, this was like 8 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, guys, I felt a sensation like I wanted to throw up. I was nauseous, but then I feel like I was going to vomit, and like I feel sweaty and everything. So I was dialing Onif because I couldn't bend, I can't move fast. So I called Onif's phone to tell him to bring, you know, a pan so that I could vomit in, if anything. Before Onif could reach in the room, guys, I was vomiting my tribe out. And Jamaican people that understand what I mean by that, like, me did I vomit really bad. It was really bad. And first it was just like everything that I was eating prior, like from the Sunday, and then it started to just be water and like bile. So when I say this now, and I mean I'm sweating in, guys, I'm sweating profusely, and it's like I just felt dizzy and out of it. So when I saw that now, I called the doctor right away. So when I called him, I was like, you know, I'm vomiting. So he asked me, because I was sent home on 2 antibiotics. So he asked me if I was on a specific one, and I was like, yes, I'm on it. And he was like, first thing, stop taking that. I told him about the back pain and all the pain that I was in, and he asked if I could get somebody to collect a prescription for me. Onif was at home. One of my friends, she was at work. So I told her to go for the prescription from him and give it to Onif so that Onif could go and fill it. Guys, it's like medications just don't agree with me because I don't know. So he prescribed the cataflam for me, COX inhibitor, I don't remember the name, and some Panadol Ultra. When Onif came with the medication, guys, I'd vomited, and then I was starting to drink like coconut water just to see if I could tolerate, and I had something to eat, and then I took the stronger painkiller that I got. Guys, when I took the painkiller, my back pain disappeared. What I mean disappear, I mean it went. But then, in the night, I could not fall asleep. Guys, almost I can't fall asleep, I mean I cannot fall asleep. So I'm like, what is this? I'm wondering if it's a surgery. I was very depressed after the surgery, so I was wondering if that was the reason. So I was like, maybe I need to see a psychologist or a psychiatrist or somebody to give me some PTSD medication. But anyways, I started to Googling the medication because I'm like, even though I wasn't sleeping well before, now I'm full on insomnia because I just don't feel sleepy and I can't fall asleep. I Googled the side effects of the medication. Insomnia was not one of them. But then I typed in the name of the medication and insomnia, and it actually showed that it can cause insomnia. So I was like, okay, well, this is a miracle pill, but I can't take it because I need to sleep. So anyways, on the next day, it instantly healed the back pain. I'm going to give it that. But then the next day, I wasn't really feeling the pain that bad in my back. And so I decided I'm not going to take it again because I'm going to see if it's really the cause of my insomnia. So I never take it. I took the Panadol Ultra and the Cataflam. In the night, Tuesday night now, I still couldn't sleep. But you know, like some medications, they take a while to wear out to your body. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to take it. I'm going to see if, you know, the insomnia will go away because I can't live like this. I mean, I'm not sleeping, guys. The Tuesday night I went to my bed at 5:45 and I was up at 7 o'clock. The night before I went to my bed at 4:43 and I was up by 5:30. Yes, guys, that's how bad it was. So I was like, okay, I can't take this pill. This is not doing it for me. So then the Wednesday night, I guess all I worked on my body and I was back to normal, guys, and I was sleeping again. So I had to stop 2 medications that I was taking post-surgery because of side effects. Yeah, guys, but I don't know. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't take these medications. I'm just saying that I got side effects from these medications. That's it. So anyways, I was using the Panadol Ultra and the Cataflam, working. I was feeling a little better now. I was moving around more. My appetite was back. And on the Monday, I actually passed school as well, which was very exciting for me, guys. Yes, guys. That was point for me and I started to feel better. Unfortunately for me, I'm 2 weeks post-op and I'm still having pain. Day 10, my operation, I had stopped taking the pain meds because I was just like, I don't want to be on meds so long. But then like the pain just kept coming, so I had to restart my pain meds. But yeah, guys, that was my experience. And now I'm just going to show you a picture of my fibroids to let you see what was taken out of me and whatever. But overall, at first I was like, I'm never getting pregnant again because I don't want to do another surgery. But now it's just like, at least I healed from it and, you know, I feel better. I'm glad they're gone. My belly is not as big as it was before. And I'm just going to show you guys. Bye, big belly. I'm not gonna miss you, my little fibroids baby. I don't really have much of a belly anymore. I still have a little pouch. Because I'm fat, but I don't really have that prominent pregnant belly anymore. So that's a good thing, and I'm going to the bathroom like normal. Of course, my period, I haven't seen a period since, so I don't know if my period flow is decreased. Hopefully that has gone as well. So yeah, guys, I'm way better. I'm glad I did the surgery. I'm going to do a part 2 to this, talking about the C-section versus the myomectomy. So you can stay tuned for that one, guys. Remember to like this video, share it with your family and friends, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. Oh, guys, yeah, and turn on that bell notification. Until next time, thank you for watching. Peace out.